In flames of death, eternal rain, we rise towards the fight. When the darkness is falling down and the signs of suffering rise, the sound of evil laughter falls around the world tonight. Fighting hard, fighting on for the steel, through the wastelands evermore. The skeleton souls will feel the hell bodies wasted on the shore. On the blackest waves in hell's domain, we watch them as they go. In fire's rain, now once again we run. So now we fly, yeah, we're free. We're free before the thunderstorm. On towards the wilderness, our quest carries on. Far beyond the sundown, far beyond the moonlight. Deep inside our hearts and all our souls. So far away, we wait for the day, yeah. For the light soul so wasted and gone. We feel the pain of a lifetime lost in 1,000 days. Through the fire and the flames we carry on. Now here we stand with that blood on our hands. We fought so hard, now can we understand? Now break the seal of this curse if I possibly can. For freedom of every man.
This is where we hold them!
So far away, we wait for the day, yeah. For the light soul so wasted and gone. We feel the pain of a lifetime lost in 1,000 days. Through the fire and the flames we carry on.
Hail the chat! What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for being here. Please hit that like button, share out the link. Appreciate you. Support your independent creators out there. If any of y'all got wrenches and you want to share a link out to your channel, please do. If you see any other content creators in the chat, please share out links to their channels. We support everybody out here. We don't have an industry to support us. We only have each other, and we rise together. Looking forward to today. Thank you, guys. Seen some names in the chat. I seen the hot minute. What is going on? Hail to y'all. Real quick before I bring in my guest, I'm going to say hi to I'm Not Creative 22. What is going on, man? Mr. Walton live. I don't know, brother. But thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. DJ Odyssey is in the house. He's actually up on the panel, and I'm glad he's here because we both love Weird Al. CJH is with us. What is up? Hail, CJH channel member. Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you. Tina Bojan, the head cheerleader of the Clean Your Peen movement. Hail to you, channel member. Thank you so much for being here. I much appreciate you. Angela's Draven is with us. There be Robes here. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. I know you're working this week. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Angela's going to be my co-host every other week moving forward, along with whoever else we decide to have on the panel. Let's see. Anybody else? I'm not NB. What's up, NB? Geeks Bar and Grill. What is up? Good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Love the picture, dude. Love it, man. Hail to you. Love you guys. Steven Saucedo is with us, guys. Share out a channel link for him. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's a great song. That song got me through it, y'all. I was just going through my YouTube. I was listening to a lot of music back then, and I was going through it up north, and then I found that song, and it just brought me life. It's just one of those things that means a lot to me. So I'm glad. I was originally going to use that for our upcoming show tonight. If you guys don't know, I'm going to have a show premiering tonight. Topic Thunder, myself, Etep Queen, the place to be reviews, Sporking News Podcast, and Culture Casino are the panelists on that show. We're going to cover one topic a week. We're going to keep it relatively short, about 45 minutes to an hour, because all of us have been streaming. It's a Saturday. We're all streaming. We're all busy, and but I'm looking forward to that. The four brothers, my four brothers, who have never, ever done me wrong, never said nothing wrong to me, said to me what I needed to hear when I needed to hear it, and have always been there for me. So I'm looking forward to that show. Another great person in this community, Orange Hat Reviews. What is up, my brother? Good to see you. Hell, love it, man. Like seeing you around. Love your content. Keep pushing it. I'm liking everything I see when it comes up on Instagram. Always share you out, man. You're a great dude. What is up, Subhuman 84? Had a chance to meet Subhuman at the Geeks and Gamers meetup, and that was incredible. I can't tell you guys how much it means to me when I get to see somebody that I've been a friend with in the chat for the longest time. Like Subhuman to me is another chat brother. Like, we've been chats forever, and I finally got to meet him and talk with him, and it was awesome, man. Good to see you. Hope everything stays safe out there on the road, my brother. That's right. Clean your peens. It is very important. Just clean your peens for independent creators. All right. We support independent creators around here. We support them. We support all of them. Doesn't matter which clique you hang out in. Doesn't matter which crew you support. Doesn't matter who's fighting. Well, if you like them, support them. But make sure everybody is cleaning their peen. This is a very important thing. Very, very important. Support your independent creators and clean your peen. Hail to you guys. Right now, I'm going to bring in someone who I have been streaming with since I first started, somebody who is just it's much a brother to me on YouTube as anybody else. With me today is DJ Odyssey. What is up, dude?
What's up? It's good to be back. I am out of the fields finally, so that other little project I'm ready to start on.
That's awesome. We can do that. Actually, we could talk shop a little bit. For the Fandom Menace Volume 2, I needed some Whovians, some real Whovians that love this lore and understand that part of what the Backlash was about. About a year and a half ago, I'd asked Gary, but Gary and I we've talked here and there. We haven't really had a chance to interact. But DJ Odyssey said something. DJ Odyssey said something to me in private. Can I say it? Am I allowed to say? DJ Odyssey said to me, "I can quote you Doctor Who. I know how better than any other big YouTuber, any other YouTuber out there." And that's a statement. Brother, tell me about your love for Doctor Who.
Hell, I've loved Doctor Who since I was a kid when I was watching on PBS growing up, the old classic episodes. And I've continued from there, and I've gotten my hands on every single episode there is possible to get a hold of, even the recreations. And unfortunately, now I have to get a hold of the abomination called Whittaker.
Oh, you are gonna collect.
I'm gonna have to watch them just so I am completely ready for this project, because I'm gonna. I've watched the first two series of her because I was parts of debates online here set up the Orville Nation. But after that, there was no more debates. I kind of like, no, I can't do it. My brain's frying. I can't watch this shit no more. But I will put myself through the rest of it just so no one can say I'm talking shit and don't know everything, because
wow,
I will do it.
Thank you. I appreciate that, DJ.
I even watched the last episode with her. I've already watched that one.
Mm-hmm.
There was a few good things about it.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
There was just a few good things. That was the only thing. The rest of it was crap.
Doctor Who for me is one of those shows that I caught an episode here or there, like on PBS, when I was younger, and never really got involved in the fandom, though, so I wasn't going to attempt to write a chapter about that fandom, having not be in my heart, and so I'm glad that I've gotten you involved. And that was the Geeks and Gamers meetup. Then Gary says, "Yo, I'm still doing that chapter." I said, "Really? Okay." I said, "Well, now you're going to be working with somebody." So we're going to be splitting up the Doctor Who chapter into two parts. I'm probably going to amalgamate them together. It's going to be DJ Odyssey and Gary Beekler of Nerdrotic. And I'm looking forward to putting that together. And thank you, dude, for being a part of this project and lending your knowledge and your love. And you're going far. You're going above and beyond. You're going to watch the Whittaker episodes.
I'm going to sacrifice 3 of my last 4 brain cells.
I'm Not Creative 22 said, "Speaking of independent creators, I'm a few pages away from finishing chapter 1 of my book. Congratulations, dude. Good for you. Keep writing. You got that. If you're only a little couple pages away from chapter 1, now you understand. I don't know if you've written before or if this is the first project for you. But once you get into the groove of writing, it's just, you're not going to be able to stop. It's all you think about. It's just what you want to do. It's a beautiful process, man. Congratulations to you. Let us know when you're going to be coming out with that project, and I will promote it. All right, I will promote your project. So keep me updated, dude. Thank you so much. Angelus Draven's here. He says, "She is terrible as the Doctor. I watched fully of the New Who till a few episodes after Capaldi. Oh, that was me. I'm sorry.
Not me.
Yeah, that was me. do you have any? Do you have any thoughts about how you want to construct this chapter or do it with me? Have you had any ideas in your head about how you want to start it?
Well, I've been kind of thinking that over, and I'm not exactly. Do you want us to start with how the classic was, and then compare it to how crap it went in New Who?
I think that a comparison is that's what it is about. I think the book mainly for Star Trek, which is being done by Doomcock, Star Wars, which is kind of a mesh of everyone. That's the overall topic. But the way that I'm doing it is the comparisons and how people feel about what they loved about these modern mythologies before, and then how it was changed, and why it doesn't feel like what it was to them.
Well, I was thinking about going over the pinpoints on where they started to go completely wrong and taking it completely off the track, and I think Gary will match up with me on a bunch of that.
But
So that's just how I'm kind of looking at it. But if you got other ideas, because you're the author, I'm just Deej.
No, you are not just Deej. You are not just Deej. You
I'm
are
just
the person who is going to be helping to construct an explanation to people that they could pick up in 10, 20 years and go, what the hell was this backlash about? What was it? And they'll be able to look at your words and your love for that lore, for Doctor Who.
Well,
and they're going to understand it.
Even if you check out my avatar right now, you will see a TARDIS in the background.
Mm-hmm. And I also see the greatest American hero.
Well, yeah, and I do have that suit.
Do you? That is incredible, man. That was one of my favorite shows growing up. I need to watch that again. I hadn't seen it in a while.
Yeah, I've even watched the attempted reboot at that they
was there
originally
an attempted reboot?
Well, there was originally back in the 80s. They were going to reboot it into the Greatest American Heroine.
Oh,
and they filmed an entire episode.
Okay,
but it never got released on TV. But if you buy certain DVD collections, it's included on it. And you can find a crappy version of it on YouTube, but it was horrible. It was horrible.
Well, there you have it, folks. I'm not creative. So this is the first book I've done. Good for you, man. Good for you. When it comes to editing, if you have the money, spend it on an editor. If you don't, there are people that you can contact who are working on their craft who will help you with that. And not to mention the awesome independent sphere that you have around you of people that will help you out. And I'm looking forward to that. If my first book is successful, I plan to make it to a series. I have somewhat of the next 2 books will be about. Dude, I've had a 7-book series projected for my entire life. I've got 2 of those books done, and I'm going to finish them all. Just do it. And just live that. Believe in it. Write it out, because someone out there is going to be inspired, entertained, get escapism, gets value from your work. So keep working at it, dude. I'm proud of you. Proud of you, my man. Angels Draven says, Capaldi was great. Really liked how grumpy he was. A bit Moffat screwed Doctor Who up. I don't know what any of that means.
I would say Capaldi could have ranked right up there with Tom Baker as a doctor. One of the best. But the damn stories were such crap. But Capaldi did his best, because Capaldi was a lifelong fan of Doctor Who. He even had a little thing in the fan club when he was a kid put out. But again, they screwed him over so damn bad, because when Chibnall, but I call him Chinballs, took over, they immediately kicked Capaldi to the curb.
Wow.
Capaldi wanted to keep going on and being the doctor. They kicked him to the curb because Chinballs wanted a female doctor.
Damn. Well, that's what we get. That's what we get by producers who don't understand the content material or fans. That's a shame. What's up, John Platt? I'm sorry, Platt. John Platt. I can't read today. Hail author Stephen Walton, the mods and chat. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you being here. You want to talk a little bit of Weird Al?
Hell yeah.
Did you have a chance to see the Weird Al movie?
All right, here's the thing. When I first heard about this, and I heard Daniel Radcliffe was playing Weird Al, I was totally against it. I was not going to watch this movie. No. But then I started hearing little trickles about this and that. I will say I've watched it 3 times now.
Have you? I watched it for the first time 2 days ago. I'm going to watch it again. It was perfect. What did you expect? Like, what did we expect from a movie about Weird Al's life, but a parody?
Yeah. But originally, when they put that out there, they were acting like it was going to be a real biography.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's why I was so against the actor choices and everything else. I said, this is going to be crap.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I found out it was more of a mockumentary, I was like, okay, I'm on board.
Yes. Yes. We started watching I knew from I didn't read anything about it beforehand. I started watching the first 5 minutes of it, and I immediately understood. I was like, first off, Daniel Radcliffe is like so short. It's not Weird Al. And then the way that they were portraying his parents, I said, no. I have seen the VH1 story on Weird Al. You know, like I've kept track of him. I've loved the guy since I was a kid. And he always talked good about his parents. He was like, yeah, you're not going to there's no like drugs, you know, there's no family breakups, there's no no tragedies.
Well, yeah, and all that's in the Complete Al too, that came out back years ago.
Yeah. So, you know, like that was great. I immediately expected it to be a parody. What did you think? What did you think of the film itself?
I thought it was way greater than I totally expected. It was hilarious. It was funny. And I love the fact that Weird Al redid a lot of those songs for the movie.
Yeah.
That's why I can't wait till that album comes out. Soundtrack does. I got to get it because some of them redos were good.
Yeah, they were. The My Bologna, the My Bologna part, I was dying. You know,
my little hungry boy.
And them like taking over a public bathrooms. You know, it's just like there was truths in there that were like just not. They were parodies. It was just one big parody, and I really enjoyed it.
Are we able to give a little bit of spoilers to this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the part that I really funny was when he decided that he was going to stop doing parodies. He was going to create his own original stuff. He created Eat It and then got so pissed off because Michael Jackson did a parody of his song Eat It and called it Beat It.
Right. He said, that's not an Eat It jacket. That's a Beat It jacket. I'm not wearing that. I was done. It was so ridiculous. Dr. Demento was there the entire time, like following around the entire time. The scene with Wolfman Jack was funny.
Oh yeah, Jack Black playing Wolfman Jack. That was kind of hilarious. Then you had all the other cameos at that party, like Pee Wee Herman and
Alice Cooper, Little Tim.
The unknown person from the Doors.
The unknown person from the Doors was great. Like they threw him out at the end.
Or no, the unknown person from
Queen.
From Queen,
like,
and that was hilarious.
Yeah, dude, I was digging it the whole time. The fake Hulk Hogan that was so obviously bad, it was good. And Madonna. Like,
Madonna.
The chick that got to play Madonna looked good. She kind of looked like her here and there. She had some of the facial expressions down, but the way that she was portrayed.
I'm pretty sure that chick was one of them that was in that TV show Glee.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No shit. I don't know. I didn't recognize her. But Weird Al beating up Pablo Escobar's people.
I know. And on an interview on one of the TV stations that they were doing, he said, yeah, we know that most of this is all made up, except for that part where I beat up the Pablo Escobar's people. That's all real. I did that.
Yeah, did that. And Madonna wanted to take over. You know the part that the one I really did appreciate. They skipped over Fat. I loved how they recognized that we're skipping over Fat. You know what I mean? It was like there was a lot of little bit of fourth wall breaking there, and went straight to Amish Paradise. What I really enjoyed was like having Coolio, the guy who played Coolio, in the audience, just like mad out of his shit. He was so
and he was mad because he didn't win for best accordion.
Yeah right.
Like, what the hell?
It's so good, man. That movie was just fun from start to finish. Like I was singing every time a song came up. I was singing it. I mean, it didn't cover all of my favorites, but you know, it was good. It was great for what it was.
Well,
And then
there's so much you can pack into a hour and a half movie.
yeah, right. Angels Davis says Weird Al's the Great Night of Santa Claus. The Night of Santa Claus Went Crazy is one of my favorite songs. Yeah.
Only if it's the extra gory version.
There's an extra gory version.
There's 2 versions of that song.
Oh, is there?
There's the regular one that first came out, and then on another one of his albums, he put out the extra gory version that's got extra verses to it, and it's hilarious.
I gotta look for that. Does it say extra gory?
Yeah, it just says extra gory.
All right, I'm gonna look that up. Amish Paradise, anyone? Absolutely. Amish Paradise was a shit. I remember they were playing Amish Paradise on the main radio channels. You know, like where I was from was like Power 99 or so, 101. They were actually playing. I remember that and being like, Weird Al is being played on mainstream radio right now.
But there was truths in that movie too. Like the Weird Al bump is a thing.
Yes.
Because Nirvana came out and thanked Weird Al because they sold an extra 1 million copies of their album right after Weird Al put out his video to him.
Smells Like Nirvana. That's
Yep.
Awesome. That is awesome. Who was it? Red Hot Chili Peppers also. They were, when they got covered, they were like, we know we made it because Weird Al covered one of our songs.
And there was twice when Crash Test Dummies with his One News headlines.
Mm-hmm.
They performed live together.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah, twice. And one of them you can find on YouTube where Weird Al's up singing his lyrics with the band, and of course the lead singer would come up and just do the he'd do that part and then step right back out of the way, and Weird Al take back over.
That is great. That is great. I mean, he was an icon. You know, I remember I love that part, the Naked Gun. He was like, when the airport was filled, he was like, Weird Al Yankovic's coming off the plane. He's got like 200 people out there waiting for him. Well, let's look at this. I have this article that I brought up. What's up, Mr. Tickle Trunk? Hail Papa Cotton. Good to see you. Yeah, man, we're just talking about a little bit of fun. The beginning part of this. Talk a little bit of Weird Al. Let's see. Website still on. Here goes. The fact and what's fiction in Weird Al, the Al Yankovic story. Look at him. He is so bad. It was so bad. It was so good. Oh man. All right. Fact versus fiction. Let's see. Is that the list here? All right. This is okay. The Al Yankovic story opens up with the subject of the movie Weird Al Yankovic himself promising that what viewers are about to watch is totally 100% true and not at all made up biopic about his life and career. It's not like Yankovic would lie about something like that, right? So I guess we're done here. Call it a day. Let's see. Did Weird Al's parents really disapprove of his career? No, they were supportive, weren't they, Deej?
Yes, they were.
Yeah, they're very supportive parents. Though they were strict in their ways, Yankovic's parents didn't forbid him from getting into polka. In fact, they bought Yankovic an accordion before he turned 7. Right, that scene where he dude his dad. His dad whooped that man's ass.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. He was like, then Weird Al was like, then there's a moment that changed my life. You know, like it was some voice that was definitely not him. And this guy comes in selling accordions, and y'all got to see this fight. It was so unexpected. It really took me back. I didn't expect that to happen. All right.
And then the after part where he's laying there on the floor bleeding and don't interrupt. We're having a moment.
He's spitting. That was so awful. Let's see. Where I start? Okay, they bought him an accordion before he turned 7 years old, presumably without beating the salesman bloody as Yankovic's father does in the film. His father worked at a steel plant, probably the inspiration for the factory repeatedly referenced at his mysterious job. Yeah, but they were very supportive of him. Like as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, it's a parody. This is a parody. That was my first clue. Did Yankovic's roommates really become his bandmates? Well, Steve, Jim, and Bermuda are all based on real longtime members of Yankovic's band, bassist Steve J, guitarist Jim West, and drummer John Schwartz, all of whom have worked with Yankovic for more than 4 decades. It's not true that they were all roommates. The movie winks at this convenient revision of history when his 3 roommates suddenly start backing Yankovic up during a performance of I Love Rocky Road. Al was asked why he never mentioned they could play instruments before, and one of them answers, I guess it didn't seem relevant until now. My Bologna recorded in the bathroom of a bus station. Bathroom, yes, but not a bus station. That's what I loved. I was like, all right, they're going to go in the bathroom and record it.
Actually, if I remember right, it was the bathroom at the radio station he was working at in college.
Right. It wasn't when his friends stormed in and kicked everybody out so he could record My Bologna. I was done. See, here's Al Yankovic saying, just found out my alma mater actually put a commemorative plaque next to the restroom where I recorded My Bologna in 1979. Holy shit. Look at that. I didn't know that. That's pretty freaking awesome. Did Weird Al really get famous the way he does in Weird? Kind of, although the movie fudges the details. It's a winking. Yo, the acid scene, dude. Yo, oh my God, I gotta stop for a minute. Yo. When he's
Dr. Demento sitting in the tub and gives him the acid that he doesn't know is in the drink.
I thought it was in the dip. It was a drink.
Or maybe it was the dip.
Yeah, like a plate of nachos and the dip, and he's like dipping and dipping. He's happy as shit. He's like, do you want to go to another room? And Dr. Demento's like, no. He's like, well, they have hot tubs in other rooms. He's like, no, I'm comfortable here. Like, who does that? Yo, Weird Al trips out. And I remember watching that just dying. I'm like, oh God, he never did drugs. Well, that's what he said. He said he never did drugs. Let's see, although the movie fudges the details, let's see. Yankovic mails a cassette tape of My Bologna to the Captain Mofo'n show, making him an instant celebrity. This comes immediately after Bermuda gives a long spiel about how it takes hard work and time to make it in the music industry. In reality, it was the radio host Dr. Demento who first played Yankovic's music on air when Yankovic was just 16. And it was an original song, Belvedere Cruising, not a parody. Yankovic was not an instant star, but his fame grew in college and beyond, with Dr. Demento continuing to feature his music on the radio, including My Bologna. Dr. Demento does play a major role in Weird, where he is played by Rainn Wilson, but in the movie, he discovers Yankovic at a gig and becomes more of a manager. Yeah, like I knew he wasn't that involved, but it was just funny because Dr. Demento was such a big influence in his life. So seeing that character throughout the whole thing, the way that it was, it worked out. Like, in my opinion, that was meant to be.
Yeah, the whole story behind Dr. Demento, though, he was originally playing blues music on his show and would just add in a few weird songs here and there. Mm-hmm. And it was the weird songs that were starting to make him more popular, and then he just switched to all the wacky, crazy comedy stuff. And you can still hear Dr. Demento to this day.
Really?
He has an online website that, of course, you have to pay for now, but he does a new show every week.
That is awesome. I had no idea he was still on air.
Yep.
No idea. What is up, Zach? I'm very sorry. I gotta give an apology. Hold on. Also on Wednesday, right before the hurricane hit, my company asked me to go out and fix something, which turned into 3 things and then 4 things, and then it took like 5 hours. And by the time I got home, it was 2 a.m. I'm sorry. I was looking forward to being on your show. I will definitely make it next week. I didn't get to be on the dump. I didn't get to be on your show. It was just the whole night was a wreck. And then ETEP asked me to come over there for a minute. I couldn't even get up going rogue for a minute. So I'm sorry, man. I was looking forward to seeing you and the crew next week on your channel. Hail to you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Appreciate you. Long time chat, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Like, there's so many of us that met up years ago, and some of us are YouTubing, some of us aren't, but we see each other in the chats. It's like, it's like you're seeing a friend. You've known this person for a long time. Like, not a chat brother. That's what I call them, chat family. Like, how many times have you seen somebody roll through your chat or gone to a chat and seen someone and had that feeling like, oh man, I haven't seen you in forever, since this channel?
A few times. Sometimes we lose connection for a while, but we always find each other.
Yeah, dig that, man. Dig that. Like Han Star. Let me give a shout out to Han Star. Put a link out to his channel. I haven't seen him in a hot minute, but he's a good dude. Man, I love that guy.
He was just on the Rumble the other night.
Was he? Yeah. What were you guys doing?
Well, I was a contestant on the Rumble, and Han was one of the secret judges.
Ah, you guys have fun. What channel was that on?
Real Review 3000's channel.
Chris Knight, guys, please go check out Chris Knight Chaos Central over there. Been on the ground floor. Chris put so much work into all his shows, guys. Please give him a sub, share him out. He's a good friend, good dude around here. Like the Fandom Collective says, rise together. Oh man, thank you for stopping by, brother. Lord Thoth, hail to you, brother. Drop a think in your honor, sir. It's good to see you. Appreciate you, my man. Love seeing it. There's so many cool people in this chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please smash the like and share out the stream if you would. I appreciate you. Let's move on. Dr. Mendo's still doing his thing.
He's still doing shows.
That is crazy. Good for him, man. Good for him. Did Oprah Winfrey?
I've actually talked to him a couple of times on Facebook.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. He has a Facebook channel under his real name, and sometimes he'll ask for suggestions for a show, and he will sit there and interact with people.
Wow. That is pretty awesome, man. That's this is not the person who appreciates their fans. You know, you've got to take that time. What's going on? Awesome one. Hail. Yo, what's going on? Good to see you. Parrothead in the chat. That's right. The trunk is strong, sir. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you and the Parrothead Network out there. Hot bitches. Appreciate you. So what was it like interacting with him? Like, did you have a long conversation, or was it just
it was just a short one back and forth about some of how he got started and stuff. That's how I learned a few of the things, and then he kind of helped me point me into a couple of people, because this was back when I was still doing my radio DJ thing on the internet radio, on how to get a hold of a couple of songs, because you can't find them anywhere. Like Buckwheat Toupee, I couldn't find that anywhere. He pointed me to somebody, boom, they sent me the song.
Decent. There you go. Networking. That's badass, man. What was it like? So was he someone you followed for a long time?
Well, I'd been following him, probably 10 years now, 12 years now.
Nice, man. That is incredible. It's awesome. And so that's how connections are made, right?
Yeah, just don't be over bugging to them, and
right.
I'll respect you.
Right. Yeah. Yep. No doubt. Did Oprah Winfrey really interview Weird Al? Winfrey's face is illuminated and she is waving. Brunson smiles at an unseen figure off camera. A row of brightly patterned shirts on a shelf with shoes can only be seen behind her. She did in 1984 on AM Chicago. Well, there's a whole different Oprah right there. Although the movie deliberately exaggerates Yankovic's fame and success, so the real interview is very different from the one we see in Weird. There's no way. I think this was this. Go ahead, Deej. Talk a little bit about that, because that did.
No. Weird Al did not write "Eat It" first, and Michael Jackson parodied it. No. It was the other way around. Actually, there was 3 songs that Weird Al wanted to parody. One was denied by Michael Jackson.
Which one was that? Do you know?
Black and White.
Really?
Weird Al wanted to do a parody of Black and White, but Michael Jackson said no, that had special meaning to him. Mm-hmm. So he asked Weird Al not to do it, and Weird Al finally decided no, he wouldn't do it.
No shit. Okay, well, that means something. All right. And so what was the other one?
There was Fat, which was a parody of Bad, which Michael Jackson actually gave him access to the area where they filmed the Bad video.
Oh, that's badass. That's badass. I had a chance in Wilmington, Delaware 2 years ago to see Weird Al on stage. And that fat suit, he put that fat suit on, Deej. I was done.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I've been to a Weird Al concert too, and he changes outfits real quickly.
Yeah, they are on point with everything out there. You know, they did Tacky. When he did Tacky, he actually came in from behind the building and walked all the way through and down the middle. I thought it was badass.
Yep.
I love Weird Al Yankovic. There's no way. Eat It. Was Eat It put out before Beat It, Deej?
No. Beat It was not put out before Beat It.
He was so mad. Dude, Daniel Radcliffe's Weird Al was so angry the whole time because Michael Jackson parodied him. He was like, I'm not doing parodies, only original music. And at that point, Deej, I thought they were going to show a couple of his original songs, because his original songs are good, dude. Dare to Be Stupid is one of my favorites of all time, just like One More Minute. You know? Is there any originals from Weird Al that you really love?
Bob.
Bob?
That is such an original and cool song on how he does that it's just classic genius. And Albuquerque. I love Albuquerque.
No, yeah, you know what? I was a fan of the polkas, to be honest.
Well, the polkas, yeah. Best polka is Bohemian Polka.
Yes. Yeah, I would agree. Bohemian Polka. Putting up Polka Party, like that was his album that was like, I don't know if I'm going to go any further, but I really liked that album. Toothless People is a good song. Okay? Like, not only is Ruthless People a good movie, but Toothless People is a great song. Oh man. Most of the guys, watch this film. This film is, no matter how much, if you haven't seen it, no matter how much we're talking about it, you're still going to enjoy it. You're still going to love it. It's such a good film. Here we go, Madonna. Oh man,
man, the whole Madonna storyline in this movie's great.
Yeah, when she first walks in, she goes, "Do you know who I am?" And he just says what she is. It's like, wow, that is savage. That's almost.
And Weird Al had talked to Madonna about how he was going to do her in this movie. She was all for it.
Yeah, they're friends. She understood. I'm sorry. Well, she got a bump.
Yeah, in the movie, she really got a bump.
Really got a few bumps. Yeah, dude. She was the most using, narcissistic, awful whore in that movie. I was like, this is not what happened. And you knew from the jump, as soon as she came in the door and said, "Do you know who I am?" And he just like, Daniel Radcliffe just says exactly who Madonna is at that point. It's savage. It was really bad. She was like, "I am a virgin, although I've had a lot of sex. I mean, like a lot of sex." Done. I was done. Dude, the actress did great. Hail to Madonna, for having a good attitude about it. That's awesome. Thank you, sweetheart, because that was one of the funniest bits in that entire movie. One of the funniest characters.
I even love the way she looks at the end with the scar on her face.
Oh, she's ordering Pablo's hitman to take Weird Al out. So good. I loved how, like in the beginning, they mentioned him. He's like, "What's your dream?" And he says, "I want to be, I want to be famous for doing a style of music nobody does in a very specific genre or something." I forget the exact words, but that was that's what he won the Emmy for. That's what he won the award for. Was for that exact explanation. Like that was keeping it real. Like the explanation of it. Let's see. He said, "No, according to, it's like they met once in 1985. I talked to her for maybe like 45 seconds backstage. So that's the extent of our relationship." That was Evan Rachel Wood. Get out of here. That was what?
Yeah.
She does not look like her. Wow. All right. Well, good for her. Because, good. Right. That's the chick from Westworld, right?
Yeah. And Glee and.
So, yeah. Well, when they were putting out ads for Westworld, or we're covering that content, like she seemed like a real stuck-up bitch. I'm not going to be. Women should not be presented this way. Like it was like low Me Too-ish, but for her to play that part, that says a lot. That does say a lot, because Madonna was an awful woman in that film. Good for her. Thank you, ladies. Does Weird Al really have a drinking problem? Did he do LSD? No. No. He said, a performer abusing drugs or alcohol to eventually hit rock bottom is an essential component for a musical biopic formula. And sure enough, the movie shows Yankovic finding the inspiration for Eat It while accidentally tripping. He also gets drunk on multiple occasions during his downward spiral. In reality, Yankovic is, as he tells Madonna in the movie before falling for her wiles, not much of a drinker. He said once in an interview with Paul Tompkins that he has a drink about once a month, and he claims to have never done drugs recreationally out of respect for his parents. God damn. Deej, I ran into a guy when I was in Jersey. No, it was Maryland. That looked it looked like Weird Al. Like he looked like Weird Al Yankovic. Right height, right hair, right glasses, right face, right everything. And I wish I'd said something to him because that might have actually been Weird Al Yankovic, and I never said a word to him. But I always regretted that. I swear to God, Deej, he looked just like him.
I seen a guy that looked like Tiny Tim during COVID.
Did you?
And then I stopped looking in the mirror.
Hell that. Right, yeah, she was famous for how many dudes she did. Yeah. Well, you know, if you're gonna be famous, do it. Right? Hey, what's up, Phil? Hail to you, Phil TMNT out there. Love your content, dude. Your TikTok, your Instagram, loving all your stuff out there. Please keep doing what you do, dude. You're an inspiration. Hail to you. Let's see. Did Weird Al receive it? Really win a Grammy? Oh, here it is. Perhaps not technically the best guy, arguably the most famous accordion player in an extremely specific genre of music. We don't even need to read that. Because no. No, I'm only kidding. Let's see. Yankovic would seem to be a lock for this category. It sadly does not exist. He has won 5 Grammys. Let's see. Best comedy recording for Eat It in 84. Best concept music video in Fat in 88. Best comedy album for Poodle Hat in 2003. Best comedy album for Mandatory Fun in 2014. And best boxed or special limited edition package for Squeeze Box, the complete works of Weird Al in 2018. He's been nominated a total of 16 times. That's respect.
And yet he is still not the Super Bowl halftime show. What the hell?
What the hell? Yeah, we need that. We need to make that happen. What the fuck? Was Coolio really mad about Weird Al's Amish Paradise? Here we go, guys. Here we go. Coolio can be seen fuming in the audience, if only for a few seconds, as Daniel Radcliffe's Yankovic performs the song towards the end of the movie. It's true the rapper famously objected to Weird Al's parody of Gangsta's Paradise, saying he'd never given permission for the spoof. However, the two eventually reconciled, with Coolio later calling the song actually funny as shit. After he finally listened to it, Yankovic posted a picture of himself hugging Coolio on Instagram in September after the news broke of the rapper's death. Oh, that's a shame.
They did appear on an award show together where they both had the same hairstyle.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That was good. Was Pablo Escobar really a fan of Weird Al? he did. Did he really lure Weird Al to perform at his birthday party after kidnapping Madonna? Yeah, this is crazy, man. I want to read all that because you guys got to watch this movie. Yeah, it all absolutely happened. Yeah, great film. I love Weird Al Yankovic. Always have. I wrote a few parodies in my day because of him, and I just always funny thing to turn to in times of strife in my childhood. Whenever I was whenever I was going through something, I could always put on Weird Al Yankovic and just laugh, and be to the point where I knew every song and I would play it out in public and I didn't care. I had a big boom box. I would play Weird Al on my super huge boom box. I didn't give a shit. Green Jelly too. You remember Green Jelly? Play them too.
Little pig, let me in. Not by the hair of my chin.
Yep. Yeah, man. Good times, man. Word Crimes.
Word Crimes is awesome.
Yeah. And you know what? I really wanted to dedicate that to somebody, but I didn't because I want to keep my love for that song. So yeah, that is so great. I hate, people just hate being corrected, and
Yeah,
some people hate a lot more than others.
there was teachers that would actually play the song in their classes just to show the kids what they were doing wrong.
Good. Well, that's a positive. That is absolutely a positive. Oh, look, Orange Hat, you're back already. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Do you have any special affinity, like love for Weird Al Yankovic? I mean, what is he to you?
Well, hell, back in high school, I was in track, and I used to run my laps around the track field with a big-ass boombox on my shoulder, playing Weird Al.
You're right, dude.
And when the school banned us from doing Moni Moni because of the alternate lyrics that we yelled, I snuck in alimony.
That's great. That is great. Yeah, man. So I've never really sung it. Okay, I'll be honest with y'all. My initial idea for the opening of the show was I was actually going to do One More Minute, and I actually have a recording of me singing it. But some things happened, so I couldn't edit it the way that I needed to edit it and play it. So, but the reason that I was going to do that is because that is the only song I've ever sung on stage. Only one. I was ever just like, you know what, screw it, I'm drunk, and I went up and sung it. My dad played the music for it, and that song had been with me forever. I was just going through my feed, dude, the other day. Actually, it was you, Deej. It was you posting Weird Al song lyrics on Facebook. Is what it was, and I was like, yeah. And then I put in the next line or whatever that somebody else did, and I'm like, and I started listening. I just started putting Al on again. I knew the movie was coming up, and I just started listening to Al again. And then it came through my YouTube feed, One More Minute, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot how much I love this song. This is a very important thing. And, it was very important to me as I was, going through some things back in the day, because just laughter is the best healing. And I actually called Sporking. I said, Scott, listen, if I play One More Minute, what do you think of the song One More Minute? And Scott said, no, that song got me through a breakup in high school. It's like, what if I played that as an opening to Rogue? He said, you should do it. I was like, all right, I'm going to do it.
Well, it was also your feed on Facebook that I mentioned that 2 days before Halloween, I was at the bar. Yes. And I was introducing the bartender to Weird Al, and I sang One More Minute to her.
Yes. Yes. I think that's what triggered me to watch it. That's what got me to watch it. I was thinking about that. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Again, guys, the universe works in mysterious ways. Weird Al, love Weird Al. Been a part of my life. Been the thing I've always gone to feel better, to feel good. And out of nowhere comes DJ Odyssey posting things on Facebook, and just reminded me how much I loved it.
Well, I was extremely bored sitting out in a tractor. I had to do something.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. So now that you're out of the fields, though, I'm going to set up with you. I talked to Gary yesterday about setting up an appointment to record. He's going to do a Q&A. If you want to write it out. If you want to do a Q&A, and I'll just transcribe it, that's up to you.
We can do a Q&A. No problem.
Okay, so we'll set up an appointment for that. I still got to nail down Tom and Rob, or Tom and I still say Tom and Rob. Tom and Andre. I got to nail down Tom and Andre.
You might want to run past Gary too if he's got the time to, when you do a Q&A. Put us both in there together with you.
Do you want to do it at the same time?
Well, we don't have to, but it might be kind of cool to get both of us in there where we're bouncing the things back and forth against each other.
All right, I'll pass that by Gary. I don't think I have a problem with it. Gary's really laid back. I'll pass that by him, and then I will let you know. And if we'll schedule the time, and we can do that. That's fine. Well, what's going on? What happened, Papa? You two playing games? We're going to get into. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this next. Sorry, guys. I know it drives me nuts. I don't like that air, but that's my own pet peeve. Let's talk about Kevin Conroy just passed away. No, man. I love Kevin Conroy. I always wanted to see him on screen, getting to play the Bat once, and the only one we got was in Batwoman. But yeah, man, when it comes to Batman 89, I loved. Okay, let's reset. DJ, were you a Nickelodeon kid?
No.
No? Okay. I was a Nickelodeon kid. And on Nickelodeon, you'd play like the 60s Batman series, the Monkeys, stuff like that.
I got that on satellite dish out of a Canadian station. I'd see the monkeys and all that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, okay, yeah. Well, Well, I grew up on that. And so when Batman 89 came out, I was ready for it, man. I was ready for that movie, and it was great. And then Kevin Conroy's Batman. I like all the Batmans, but Kevin Conroy is like my Batman. I loved that series. Were you a fan of the Batman series, animated series?
Oh yeah, I was. I was a big fan of that series.
Yeah, and I mean, so out of all the Batman, well, I'm not judging. Like out of all the Batman, either voice actors or film actors, TV shows, like who are your favorites and why?
Okay, my favorites for animated would be Kevin Conroy, right off the bat. Boom. No one else does it justice. Then if we go to live action, I don't care what anybody thinks. Going with Adam West. He's my original Batman.
Whap bam boom.
Adam West is my original. Even as a kid, a factory my dad worked at, or at Christmas they would schedule a movie for the kids of the employees. One of the years was Batman 66. I got to watch it on the big screen as a kid.
That's awesome, dude. Man, I love that film. As soon as my dad turned me on to it. He turned me on to a few things that I really love because he loved Batman and Star Trek, things like that. But having all four of those villains in the same film, that was great. Him running with the bomb at the top.
The bomb is the best part of that movie. Trying to figure out where he's going to get rid of that sucker. Yes. And everywhere he goes, there's somebody there.
Right. The difference between that Batman and every other Batman is he runs like, he didn't take the chance. Like when he's running and he comes up to the baby in the cart and he's like, ah! I just thought that film was great. And Adam West. That's my Batman. Absolutely. I like
now, if I'm going modern Batmans,
okay,
people are gonna probably yell at me, but Ben Affleck.
No, I liked Ben Affleck. Batfleck was on point, dude.
Yep.
On point. And Jeremy Irons as Alfred was great. I really wish that we could get another Batfleck and Irons combo. The scene, Batman versus Superman is there's like good and bad in it. But that scene where he's fighting those guys at the warehouse, or when they kidnap Kal-El's mom, that was one of the best Batman fight scenes I'd ever saw.
Yep.
What did you think of? Go ahead, buddy.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to ask you another question, but
go ahead.
What did you think of the Jeremy Irons Alfred?
I loved him he's my second favorite, my second favorite Alfred. I've got to go back though to Michael Keaton's Alfred. For my first, but Jeremy Irons was on point for Alfred in that, and I loved how he was so into helping make the things too. He wasn't just a butler that answered a phone.
Right. I'm Not Creative says Batman 89 was the first Batman film I watched. Yeah, I mean, well, there was only one before it, aside from any cartoons. There was only one before it. Mr. Tickle Trunk says, I can't do shark repellent spray and the Batsy. No doubt.
Hey, I tried to learn how to do the Batsy.
No, that was, what the hell were they thinking?
60s dance moves, folks. 60s dance moves.
60s dance moves, just like doing the tut. Let's see. I'm Not Creative says, yeah, where did they get a load of me, the Joker? Oh, God, Jack Nicholson. I was initially upset. I was into Batman lore a lot at that time. So when Batman 89 came out, I was like, some of this isn't right, But really, Jack Nicholson just made that character in that film. I mean,
if we're talking Jokers, he's my favorite, even over
yeah.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. I agree. Mark Hamill does a great Joker. In the cartoons, like that's the voice I want to hear. On film, absolutely Jack Nicholson. Now, the thing about Batman for me, Deej, is that I take the Nolan trilogy and put it in its own little pocket universe over here on the shelf, because some of it doesn't fit, and I don't like the way that it doesn't fit. But if you look at it by itself, then I appreciate it. Heath Ledger did a great Joker for that little pocket universe. Yep. But if you are going to bring Heath Ledger out into the overall Batman universe, that is not a good Joker. You know, one of the things I loved about Jack was that they went through the chemical. You know, they went through the change. They at least explained that. Although you got a backstory and you never really did get one in the comics. Well, you got some, but they were, red herrings. You get, that transformation process. It's another reason. I know some people give me shit, but I like the Joker from Suicide Squad.
Okay, wait a minute. Leto, I didn't like the Suicide Squad version of him, but I did like him in the Justice League version.
Yes. Well, I liked him in the Justice League version. I did like him in Suicide Squad version, and the reason that I liked the way I excused it myself anyway was that's Tim Drake. That's not the original Joker. That's got to be Tim Drake, because you look at the things that are in the Batcave at that point in the timeline. The Joker was already killed at that point, already dead at that point. And he was a younger guy. So I mean, even though you throw Harley Quinn in there with like the Drake version, I'm like okay with it. It just I found a way to excuse it. Sometimes I do that because I really did like Suicide Squad. I like the whole idea of it. But Kevin, having Kevin on screen for
I was excited to have him on screen. I just didn't like the way they pulled it.
Yeah, no, they didn't do him justice, man. It could have been a lot better, and I wish it had been. I'm glad he had a chance to do the part, or kind of do the part. But we will always have Kevin Conroy in the series, and that's never going to change. And every film that he was in, whenever I was watching a DC animated film and there was someone else doing Batman's voice, I had to get used to it. It was like that's not Conroy, that's the voice I want to hear. That's Batman. I don't know. Are there any other voice actors that you ever liked that played the Dark Knight?
No.
Yeah, either. No, really. All right, let's go through here. Never go full Kevin Smith. You got that, buddy. Popcott says Clooney was the worst Batman, closely followed by Val Kilmer. This is just the truth. So Clooney was an okay. Which way was it? Was Clooney an okay Bruce, but not a good Batman, and Kilmer was an okay the other way? I don't know. Those movies are really hard for me to watch. It's Batman 1 and 2 for me. 3 and 4.
I don't want to watch Bat Nipples.
I don't want to watch Bat Nipples. No, I don't want to watch Bat Nipples. Although the casting of Mr. Freeze was really good, and Poison Ivy was really good. Bane they made a joke out of, which was terrible. Bane should be his own villain. And that's one thing.
Was nice to look at, but
Batgirl was nice to look at. Yes. And Halle Berry's Catwoman was nice to look at. But oh my God, Zoe Kravitz. Oh my God. Oh God, that's gotta be Catwoman in that movie. What did you think of the Batman? Did you watch the Batman?
It was a piece of crap.
Ooh, okay. Well, some people said
I almost fell asleep 3 times during it.
Oh shit, damn, dude. Yeah, what did you not like about it?
The whole damn thing.
Okay.
I mean, I had to force myself to stay awake through it.
Damn. All right. Well, dang. They kind of connected with me on. Well, I like the actor, and so I always give him a shot. I've seen him in some of his the independent works, and he's a good actor. Shovelface. But what they did was they kind of updated it to more of a 90s feel, like a 90s teen kind of feel to it, 80s, around and that's my generation. So, like putting Nirvana in there and stuff, that got to me. Jim Gordon, I thought I was going to hate because that affects Batgirl. You know, having I can't remember the actor's name. He's a good actor, Jeffrey Wright. Putting Jeffrey Wright in there was, you know, like, it's like, stop race swapping, y'all. Please, Hollywood, stop race swapping, motherfuckers. Okay, please stop race swapping, motherfuckers. There are plenty of great characters of everybody across the planet in all different shapes and sizes. And if they ain't one, make one and make it good. But please stop race swapping, motherfuckers. But Jeffrey Wright, I thought, did a good commission, good Gordon, did a good James Gordon. And Zoe Kravitz, I enjoyed. Zoe Kravitz. And
best Gordon I liked was on Gotham.
On Gotham, yeah. Oh, you like that Gordon, really?
I like that Gordon.
I like that Penguin.
Oh, the Penguin, he was awesome in there too.
Yes, God, he was good. I thought so.
And the guy that played Joker that wasn't Joker, because they couldn't call him the Joker, but he was basically the Joker.
Right, Jeremiah.
He was good too.
That whole storyline. So I realized we got to a certain point that they were making their own thing. They were making their own kind of universe, you know, and I was okay with that. I liked Alfred. I liked the whole cast in Gotham. I watched that show all the way through.
I still wish we would go and do his dad's role on Doctor Who.
Whose?
The butler on Gotham. His dad is the third Doctor.
Oh, really? No, I didn't know that. He's a good actor too.
Yep.
He's a damn good actor. You know, when it came to Gotham, like, I just had to suspend this, you know, I just had to, like, kind of put it in its own universe, like the Nolan trilogy. But I never really put that much thought into it. I just enjoyed it. The only thing, dude, we got Grundy for a minute. You know, like, I was like, all right, it's not this, but we got Solomon Grundy for a minute. We got a couple characters we never really got to see. I liked the Jeremiah storyline. Something on another point. The Bane storyline was okay. The Bane storyline was still better than the Batman 4. Yeah. It was still way better. But once I realized it was kind of its own thing, I really enjoyed Gotham. I just had fun with it. But James Gordon changed, Deej. But the way he talked from season 1 to season 2 and beyond. Do you remember that change? Like, well, he just started, everything he said was growly.
Yep.
They made Gordon hard. Okay, let's go through a few more, man. Hail to James. Oh, God, man. Hail to the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please share the link, smash the like. Sorry, I got distracted by the phone. But Kevin Conroy, thank you so much thank you so much, dude, for doing what you did and for entertaining me and being a part of my childhood. I much appreciate you. Hail to you, brother.
That was a very sad day because you didn't mention, but Gallagher also died the same day.
Gallagher died the same day. Yeah. And another person. How can you have gotten through the last 30 years of life and not known who that was? You know? Just like Weird Al, like you know who that was. Even if you didn't watch any of his specials, you knew who that was. You knew what he did. He smashed melons.
And he had the best advice for politics.
And what was that?
He said, just find somebody that you know that's going to vote against you. Just go out and fish for the day.
Yep. Yeah. Held that. Yeah, I hated hearing that too, dude. That was a terrible thing. Mr. Tickle Truck says, when the Joker dies at the end of the original Jack Nicholson was haunting when I saw that as a teenager. Yeah, when that thing in his pocket sets a laugh on loop when he falls to his death, 10-10 moment. Yeah, that was a great epic moment, but the Joker shouldn't have died. That was my only issue. Just like Penguin shouldn't have died in the second one. But I understood it was Tim Burton, and the way that he did it was great. Batman 89 is a great movie, in my opinion, start to finish. If you're a fan of Batman, you will enjoy it. I really don't think I've ever talked to anybody who didn't enjoy it who wasn't a fan. Who was a fan. See, Kilmer had the most ridiculous Batmobile of them all. Absolutely. Batman would have never co-signed to that ridiculous looking thing. The film studios wanted the movies to be more family oriented, family advertisable, and that's why they ended up going that route, which was an awful decision, and they should have never gone that way. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Absolutely. Yeah, also when I enjoyed Suicide Squad myself, I like bad films. I'm just one of those people, I guess. Let's see, anybody else? Everybody got something to say. Geez. Hail to y'all. Thank you guys for being so active today. Oh, someone said, I was hoping the enemy was talking about the Moon Lady. Papa Cotton says, Schumer's Batman was dumb. Lisa Silverstone was the best thing about that movie. Yeah, it's because of Lisa Silverstone, yo. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Thank you, mods, for getting those. I appreciate y'all. Orange Review says, I saw nothing of Catwoman and Zoe Kravitz. No offense to those who liked it. Well, I understand that. You're not alone. Deej didn't like it either. In fact, I think that for a minute there it was just me and Angela's Draven out there saying we liked it. Everybody else around us couldn't stand it, and I get it. I understand. Eartha Kitt, one of the first Batwomen, for one of the first Catwomen. Oh, yeah. And I have an affinity for the original series. I've always liked Zoe Kravitz. I liked her in X-Men First Class, and I just kind of think, I don't know. She looks dangerous, a little slutty, hot, smart, mouthy, bad attitude. I liked her. I just liked her. It's just what it is. I say I never saw Catwoman. Okay. The cat. Oh, you're talking about the original Catwoman with what was that? What was her name?
What, Halle
Berry? Halle Berry. Yeah, Halle Berry. Yeah, I saw Halle Berry's. And I saw Holly's Berries. But she that movie was eh. That movie was eh.
Yeah, the only good part was her. That was it.
Yeah.
Just looking at her. That's it.
And Sharon Stone. You know. Let's see. The particular says the Batman had a good movie in it. All they had to do was cut half of it out and not make the Riddler such a spaz. And don't make Batman knock on the door to be let into the club. Yo, I think that that scene was to show a difference in character between him and then Bruce later on. Let's see. I agree. Catwoman should never be race swapped, but Zoe Kravitz is gorgeous. Well, it was a black Catwoman, so like, it's kind of the thing for me where it's like, because it's been around for so long, we've already had a black Catwoman. It wasn't an issue for me.
Yeah, you go back to the original TV series back in the 60s. We had a black Catwoman.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah, and she was great. She was a good Catwoman. Yep. Not makes sense. Popcott says not make the Riddler such a spaz, Jim Carrey. Yeah, they did. Right. Yeah. Well, that was an awful movie. I think we've gone over that. That was an awful movie. Mr. Tickledrunk says the Penguin was great in Gotham until they made him gay or bi or whatever. I don't care. The writing was nonsense hard. That was a little, they tried to virtue signal a little bit there, but I mean, we're talking about two insane people, so maybe they did dock. Who knows? Maybe Penguin and wanted to dock with the Riddler. I don't know. They're nuts. I don't know. Did you even care? I kind of just looked up, like I kind of looked away at that part because it wasn't a big part of Gotham. It just kind of like was a storyline woven in a little bit here, and that you understood it. There was undertones there. Didn't really take me out of the show. Did that bother you at all?
It didn't really super bother me either because it was funny watching the Penguin and Riddler tried the Riddler just like brushing him off and everything else, and that's what set part of it up for later.
Yeah, absolutely. And just I'm going to ask this question again. I haven't asked it in years. Who was the top and who was the bottom in that relationship? Would you say?
Well, Penguin would have been bottom.
Yeah, Penguin would have been bottom. You're right. Absolutely. Riddler was the alpha in that relationship. Jim Carrey, I do. LOL. Jim Carrey, I did like him as the Riddler. Who is Batman? Let's see. Anybody else? Hail to Bat Walton. Yeah, hail to you. R.I.P. Gallagher. Absolutely. One of the greats. Let's see. There was a Papa Cotton say there was twins in the both.
No, it's not twins, Papa Cotton. The two Gallaghers, the OG died. His younger brother was doing the show. The older one said he could go out and do some of his older jokes that he never did anymore. But then he started infringing too much. And then he started to try to change it to make it sound like he was the original. And that's when it went to court and he got shut down and told cease and desist. He couldn't do it anymore.
Wow. Mr. Tickle Trunk says Zoe Kravitz looks like she's hungry because she is. Yeah.
I'll feed her a cheeseburger.
Yeah. I'll feed her a sausage. Let's see. Mr. Tickle Trunk says Gotham was good because everything could be a story point. Everything could be important. Making Penguin bi gay whatever stinks in the modern day of bullshit. Stop taking me out of the writing. Minus Day is with us. What's up, Zach? Good to see you, dude. Thank you for stopping by. Please check out Brightest Day. He's doing a lot of audio books now. He's kind of shifted away from the YouTube content he was doing, and wish him luck. That man's Jack Deej. When I hugged him, I felt like his arm swallowed me. Like, you wouldn't think that. You wouldn't know that if you saw him on stream, but that's what happened. And I almost, just for a moment, I'm not saying, nothing changed. I'm just saying, just for a moment, I felt like the Penguin was being held by the Riddler.
It's comments like this that get things started.
I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right. Let's see. Let's move on. I got two more topics going to go over real quick, and I'll let you decide. Deej, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about, or do you have time? Or do you?
No, I got time. It's just when you come up to Black Panther, I can't say a word.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to talk about the movie.
Okay.
Oh, you're not allowed to say a word.
No, I haven't watched it, so it's like
no, I haven't seen it either. I'm going to sail the high seas on that one, because I need to know what everybody else is talking about. And that's just what it is. That's just part of my gig.
Yeah, I'd rather sail as high seas for that one because, we were told we weren't supposed to go watch it the first week anyway.
All right. Yeah, that's right. Well, you know what? There were people out there who were defying that. Well, let's talk about Milo Yiannopoulos. This guy.
Milo on Tim Pool the other night.
Yeah, what was that? I didn't catch that. I haven't watched Tim Pool in a minute.
Oh, well, wasn't bad, but he was kind of bucking some of the trends that he used to pull, and about old Daddy Trump.
Huh. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Did you? There's going to be. Isn't there going to be an announcement on the 15th from Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah, I'm kind of over Trump now.
I understand his power to annoy SJWs.
Yeah, he has that power, but it's went way beyond past his head now, and now we need somebody different.
Well, yeah, we're going to see a megalomaniac being a megalomaniac. I can't wait for it. What I liked about him in the first place was that he wasn't your typical politician. And I've never been put a Trump sign in my yard type person. I haven't done that. But I supported the president of the United States at that time. It was the first time I was into politics. And part of the reason why I did is because he was getting so much shit. And I was like, I have been in the position where I've been given shit, and I don't understand why I'm getting shit. and then you're just trying to do shit, and people are trying to stop you from doing shit, and it's not right. And so, I identified with him a little bit on that level. As far as politics go, first off, they're all the same thing. That's why we have a two-party system is for the illusion of choice. And, the wealthy, the top one of the 1% are always going to be running shit. They're the ones pulling the real strings. which was very evident in the way that Trump's presidency was hindered, from year one, all the way up to the coup and everything that happened. Are we allowed to talk the truth about this yet on YouTube? Yo, chat, let me know. Are we allowed to talk about the truth on this yet?
I don't think we can still talk about the truth on YouTube.
We still can't talk the truth on YouTube. All right. Well, everybody knows what that was, and they got the election out of it. So, I am looking forward to him I'm looking forward to him announcing a candidacy for the president. I'm looking forward to that run. I'm looking forward to all of the crazy scrambling that's going to happen, all of the exposure that has already happened thanks to Project Veritas, of the mail-in ballots, the mules, all that stuff. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing this go down, and it's not necessarily because I'm like, yay, Trump's the greatest thing on earth. I'm looking to see a megalomaniac whose ego needs him to fight the system for that reason, and he's going to do things they don't want him to do because the system is. It's not because the system is corrupt. It's because the system wants to do what the system wants to do. And I'm looking and he's going to hopefully correct some of those things, or at least expose them or buck them because his ego is telling him to do that. His ego needs that. So I'm looking forward. I want to see it. I can't wait for the 15th.
You know who the Democrats are running in 24, don't you?
I have no idea. Who are they running?
They're running Biden and Fetterman. It's a no-brainer.
Biden and Fetterman. Yes, Fetterman.
It's a no-brainer.
My home state is corrupt. PA is effed up. How they let him, Fetterman? Oh Lord. Yeah, you're right. It is a no-brainer. And you know what's going to happen? Fetterman's going to get him taken or getting rid of. And we're going to have President Fetterman.
Can't be any worse than President Harris.
No, we don't want President Harris. No. I've seen some, how do I put this? There were some images out there on the interwebs, out there in the parts of the interwebs that Google doesn't let you go to, that showed an interesting picture of a very famous woman and infamous woman and infamous with her legs in the air, yeah, getting something from her superior. I wish we had the ability. I wish we had real freedom, so I can just show you. But it's pretty. You want to see it, but trust me, it's out there. There's some stuff out there, guys. I'm not even going to get into it, but there's some stuff out there that is hidden from our view, that is out, public knowledge. Here it is. Here are the images. Here's the facts of the situations about some of these politicians that are so effing corrupt, so terrible. Epstein level terrible. And it's a shame. It's a shame. I wish I had the ability to talk about that shit, but I can't. And instead, we're going to talk about Milo for a minute, because this is actually kind of funny. At least for me, anyway. We'll see what you think, Deej. Let's see. Milo Yiannopoulos explains how Disney's Mary Poppins promotes witchcraft and the occult.
Yes, that was part of the conversation.
Oh, you saw this. All right. So you heard this. So you can help me out here, because I don't understand. Let's see. Pundit Milo Yiannopoulos recently appeared on Temple's Timcast, where he explained how Disney's Mary Poppins film promotes witchcraft and the occult. That's news to me. I am a witch. While sharing his opinion on women's suffrage, Yiannopoulos, God, that is such a long name, dude. And I can't really say get something more white, because that is a white name, but that's a lot. That's a whole lot of white in that name. You'll know Yiannopoulos referenced Mary Poppins saying, I am of the view that women's suffrage changed politics for the worst, because I think it opened up the floodgate for opportunistic, charming sociopaths, can't disagree with you there, who might previously have been weeded out or considered not the right kind of person. Well, I mean, that's, yeah. What do you think? Just chime right in, Deej, whenever you want to.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there are kind of loons out there that shouldn't be, like AOC.
Yeah, right. Yikes. Perfect for the strip club, not for politics. You know what I mean? He then brought up, because she got some nice cans, Deej. I ain't gonna lie. That one picture of her cans, they nice. I mean,
the only time I thought she looked decent was when she was doing that dance video on top of the roof.
Yeah, on top of the right. She was, all right, sexy, a little sexy, crazy, probably a little lit, out there getting it on,
But now she's opened her mouth, and not for a good way, and spewed shit
Right.
out that she's nuts.
Exactly. Pretty chicks. Listen, pretty chicks out there. If you're dumb, okay, if you're not literate, if you're just hot, if hot's all you got going for you, if you open your mouth and you just want to spew bullshit, just shut it up, okay? Only fans, whole opportunity out you. There are oceans of thirsty men out there and women who will gladly pay you money for you to not say shit and do kinky stuff. Just do that, and I think that you'll feel more fulfilled. And the rest of us out here in the real world, we're not going to have to deal with you. So you can do that, please. And but AOC's cans, I mean, I might pay $5 for them cans. He then brought up Mary Poppins. Sometimes you see glimpses of this in, if you watch Mary Poppins right, and the dad who's kind of like vilified, Mr. Banks, is the only virtuous character in the whole thing. And he's talking about how discipline, order, and that essential English virtue, restraint, are the basis of well-functioning, orderly situation. And those are the virtues, the values, and the habits we should aspire to. He was a patriarch. He was a businessman and a patriarch. Yes. He saw things from that perspective. What Mary Poppins did in the original film, I'm only going by the original, I didn't see the remake. In the original film brought a little chaos into the situation. She brought a little bit of life and a shifting of perspectives, which helped him to understand himself a little bit more and how much he loved his kids, and how he was isolating himself, and how serious he was taking things too seriously that were not meant to be taken too seriously. That was an evolution of that character, in my opinion. What do you think, Deej?
I think you're correct on that, but also I think the whole thing where Milo's bringing this up is more or less tuned to the new version, and we know how new versions of shit are these days.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, all right. So there's a part of this I'm not seeing. I get it. I might have to watch it then. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to. It would have felt like a betrayal to have watched the new Mary Poppins, because I grew up with the old one. I grew up with Disney Channel in the 80s. I grew up with that film.
Yeah, I don't want to watch the new version either. Not my type of movie anyway. Give a shit about.
Yeah, it's hard because it's hard to trust any of these. I don't want to see a remake anyway. Some remakes are done well, some are, but generally, I don't trust Hollywood. I especially don't trust Disney, because they're all, well, we know what they're doing, and none of it's good. Yiannopoulos continued. All around, he's got this pampered, prideful mess of a wife who can't be bothered to be a mother and is churning through nannies instead. Because, well, yeah, she was a rich bitch. She definitely was. She wasn't evil. She wasn't a bad person. She was too full of herself. She was isolated in her own little bubble, in her own little perspective. And again, Poppins came in and shook the family up and had her realize and recognize how much she loved her children, and how other people's perspectives clashed with hers, and how it was isolating everyone from one another. That's how I saw it. There's this witch that descends from the sky and gives kids psychedelic drugs, I guess. and she kind of wears a thin veneer or rules and manner. And she really preaches chaos, and she undermines. Yes, that was her function at that point, and it helped the family to grow, because without imbalance, one does not grow. If you are in a perfectly balanced static situation, regardless of the virtues, regardless of what those boundaries are between those people, but when you have a static situation, nobody's growing. No one grows. Sometimes chaos, there needs to be an imbalance. There needs a level of chaos or imbalance in order to shift, in order to help you think in different perspectives and change energy so that you can see things differently. I don't care. And I know he's using witch as a bad term, but I'd like to, that to me, that's That ain't nothing. That's nothing bad. There's nothing negative about that. There's bitches and there's witches, okay? And then there's fake ass witches. He went on to provide an example. There's stuff in that movie that is on purpose. If she feeds the bird, she has the audacity to claim knowledge of what the saints think about airborne rodents pooping on cathedrals, damaging and architecture. This must be from the new version or something. Yep. I gotta see this new version. Because that doesn't make sense to me. Feed the birds was a great freaking scene. Remember Feed the Birds?
Barely, because I haven't watched the original since I was a kid.
That was basically just about enjoying your life and the simple things, and then realizing that all things pass, and that you're going to come to this point in your life where you're just you are just alone, so enjoy people while they are around you. Yiannopoulos then asserted it's been a very subversive it's a very subversive movie. I'm gonna check this out. Yo, Milo's going off on Mary Poppins. I have to watch this new Mary Poppins. What is Milo talking about? All right.
I don't think Milo knows what Milo's talking about half the time.
He's like the political Kanye.
Yeah.
When questioned about his claim by Poole, he further elaborated, it's very hideous. It's very dark, darker than my boyfriend's asshole. There's so much in that movie to unpack.
He knows about packing.
The way that she presents is an inappropriate candidate for the role, but then immediately sets about wrecking the social order. Sometimes you need to upset the social order in order to balance the terms. And it's a particular kind of Christian restraint that Mr. Banks is explaining. Yiannopoulos elaborates. He's saying we can't just give in to every reckless and wild abandoned temptation. True. He's saying in order to prosper and be happy and to be successful, and for our ancestors to be proud of us, and for our descendants to be grateful to us, there are virtues we should cleave that involve not indulging ourselves. And, sir, this long statement came from a fudge packer. I am not against fudge packing. I'm just saying. This man has grown, I guess. I guess it's coming from a Christian perspective on that. Maybe that's why he's so up on the witchy thing. But, don't act wreck. Don't try not to be a dick. There's definitely, I could rewrite the 10 Commandments and they'd be a lot more clear. Okay, dude. All right, he's on his high horse. And what does Mary Poppins come in and do? She comes in and makes a mockery of the business of tidying the room by using witchcraft, so there's no effort expended. She was making cleaning fun. That was the lesson. Violating the natural order of things and teaching the kids they can do their chores without the effort required and therefore don't learn lessons. No, the kids didn't want to do their chores because there was no fun in it. He was teaching them, wow, Milo, come on, man. You got to calm down. I need to see this version. This version must be more evil than the original. She takes them on a psychedelic journey, teaching them nonsense words. She taught them words are just words. She praises, you won't know this is Americans, but you don't feed pigeons in London. They're rats with wings. Oh, and that's what we call them. This lullaby to send people to sleep is about encouraging the vermin that has destroyed the architect of life. Yeah, Milo went wreck. I ain't even reading no more. Milo went stupid. He hates Mary Poppins. Milo be hating Mary Poppins for whatever reason. And I get it. Sometimes women are a mess, but you don't have to deal with that, dog.
Milo's just mad because he couldn't have the umbrella and float around.
Why don't we get a petition for Milo Yiannopoulos to do a new version of Mary Poppins? Why don't we do that? I think he'd be perfect for the role. We could do it. He could help write it, the whole 9 yards. He would be the lamest Mary Poppins ever made. I think that would work out. What do you think?
I'm not watching it.
I'm watching it. I'm reviewing it, dog. I'm going to do it.
I'm already going to destroy my brain with the Doctor Who with Whittaker. I don't need more with Milo.
And I appreciate your sacrifice in watching Jodie Whittaker. I know that's going to be a lot for you to take in, DJ, but thank you so much for being a part of this book and doing that. Oh shit, yo, what's up, Scripts? Great to see you doing live shows again, off Steve Walton. You have been missed. Thank you, dude. It's good to see you over there, still killing it with Midnight's Edge. And proud of you, dude. Good to see you. I thank you so much for your sacrifice, DJ Odyssey, and helping to construct this chapter. You're going to expose yourself to Whitaker. Should I say it like that?
No,
You're gonna watch the Jodie Whittaker, and I appreciate you for that.
I'm going to expose myself to her. No, no,
my bad. But I will let you know as soon as I hear back from Gary about that chapter. If you want to do it that way,
you can set it up any way you want. I don't care. I just threw that out there for an idea.
I'll ask him.
That maybe you could get this all done in one shot and everything. Boom, and
might help me write it too when I'm transcribing. To be able to put those thoughts in. We'll talk about it after the show. Last topic, real short, because neither of us have seen this film, and I don't think neither of us. Do you care about Black Panther?
No, I don't really care.
I don't really care about it.
If somebody else puts it up and is watching it, I might sit there and watch it along with it, but I ain't gonna waste my money on it or anything because I was told not to.
Well, we were told not to before, and I like the original Black Panther. I actually had fun with that film. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not that interested. I will eventually have to see it, so I know what everybody else is talking about. I'm gonna sail the high seas on that one. I like the actor too, like Letitia Wright. I ain't mad at her. I've loved her since The Walking Dead. I can't think of her name at the moment. I see. Ember War novelist Richard Fox encourages people to skip Black Panther Wakanda Forever, saying it's an insult to all good things. Let's see. Okay, first line again. There's hey, Script. Ain't that some shit, dude? You just showed up. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to. But Script, you know what I'm talking about. I ain't seen that in a hot minute. But then you showed up in the chat. That's all I'm gonna say. What's that? Lorena walked out halfway through the movie. Damn. I wonder what her take was on that. Wow. All right. So, Fox, who has written 10 novels in the Ember War space opera series and recently began his Tear trilogy, posted on Facebook, Wakanda Forever, it's bad. If you pay money for hours of your life to watch it, you will feel bad. He continued, the plot is about a weak, ineffectual woman failing miserably at anything, and yet they lack the self-awareness to realize they reject the one thing they need to take care of themselves, but they think they're strong, independent women who don't need no man. Wow. that's a great advertisement. What do you think?
Yeah, see, it just reinforces it's a dumpster fire.
Yeah, what they did to Namor, man. Oh, the Submariner. What they did to Submariner was not cool. Like that. Okay, not talking about a character that I really ever cared about. Could have gone without Submariner. Like he's not one of my favorites, but you know enough about the character to know that what we're going to get is not that. And they're doing it for, political reasons or social reasons, like just reasons that don't need to be there. Changes that don't need to be made. And I'm all for, like I was saying before, I'm all for writers trying something different. Like, when you love something or you are in possession of a property and you want to try something different for the love of it, or and you either you make it or you fail, that's noble. I have no problem with that. Just like I've tried to look at the DC cinematic universe and make it its own thing, just like I do with the Nolan trilogy. I got to put it up on its own shelf. And this is not the comic book. This is this, just so I can get some enjoyment out of it. But it's hard to do when they take properties and they use them to send out messages that don't need to be there by changing characters that could have been done better. Wow, did that make sense, Teach?
It did, but I live in that world, so everything makes sense to me when you say.
Okay, awesome. All right. I know I'm a little nuts. I know I'm a little nuts,
and I'm a lot nuts. I wear a pink bunny outfit for crying out loud.
DJ, we are going to get you in a Slave Leia outfit.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have said anything.
We are. Our new topic Thunder begins tonight, and that is going to be one of the things we are promoting, sir. Me, E-Tep, Scotty, and Culture. We are promoting this. This is going to happen. This is going to be a topic thunder. We're going to bring the entire indie sphere together by helping you recover the money that you lost having to fix your tractor.
No,
and we're
the
going
truck.
to get you in a slave.
Fix the truck.
Fix the truck. Sorry, the truck. Fix the truck. I'm sorry. Fix the truck. You see how important this is to me. I don't even got the facts right.
Wow. Got that bill back for 2 little simple things, and Jesus, $1,400.
We are gonna $1,400. We're gonna do $1,500
just for 2 little simple things. Now, I did investigate, and I have found the suit.
You did? How much is the suit?
But I'm going to have somebody adjust it and do some work on it because they don't sell anything big enough to go around my body.
Okay, so this is what's going to happen. If we got to put hefty trash bags around this shit and tie it together, that's what we're going to do. All right? You let me know how much this behind this. Let me know how much the suit's going to be. Or how
89. Much it was 89 for the suit.
Okay, so we need to find out how much. Well, how much you think it would cost to get adjusted? Like what? 200? Like 200, like
maybe
300?
Maybe 100.
Maybe 100. All right. So what's it? 14 plus 3. So we're 1,700. 700. The $1,700 sound about right.
If you can get it done, I'll wear the damn thing.
17 guys, listen to me out there. We're doing this. All right. This is going to be spearheaded by myself.
Well, but wait a minute. I got one question. How long do I have to wear this damn thing on the live stream?
It's a 2-hour live stream. 2-hour live stream.
So I have to wear it for the full 2 hours.
Well, I mean, yeah. I guess we should haggle. Chat. If we do this and we raise this money for him, how long on the live stream does he have to wear the Slave Leia costume?
I mean, you're talking. You could lose all your viewers if you make me wear it for 2 hours.
This is happening. This is going to bring the community together, DJ.
No, you could lose a ton of people.
It's nobody's losing. Everybody's winning. Everybody's winning.
No, everybody's gonna lose if they have to look at my body in a Slave Leia bikini.
They are gonna be. They're gonna be vibrant. All right. There's gonna be lots of smiles going on. There's lots of talk, lots of traffic to your channel. This is about a community of people who love you and want to see the best for you. And we want to help you. We want to bring everyone together for a common goal. Everyone across the board to get you in that Slave Leia costume and help you at the same time with those bills that you got hit with right before the end of the season.
Oh, wait a minute. Papa Cotton says none. Don't want to see me at all in it.
Papa, we got to make this happen. You got to be a part of the team. We need cheerleaders out for this.
It was bad enough when I did that face app and put my face on Princess Leia's body. That was bad enough for them to see.
We're gonna get the whole shebang, DJ Odyssey. We're getting the whole shebang.
At least they could just cover up my face and they had the rest of it good. This prospect, there ain't nothing good there.
Listen, you don't, Papa. You don't. This is about a community of people coming together to get something done. We're making this happen. We're making it happen. You gotta be a part of the team.
I can see I'm going to be a meme everywhere after I do this, too.
Look at that. Slave Deej. See, look, Orange Hat is already on it. Slave Deej. We need memes. Where's the Legion of Memers? We need promotion for this. Everybody, where Horny Outfit? Get everybody together, all right? Because we're gonna start promoting this tonight, DJ. Tonight. It's happening. Oh, someone get the porn bot, please. All right. Oh, wow. I didn't realize I left him up.
See, look at that. Picard doesn't even want to see that.
I'll say, creative. Thank you very much, Papa Cotton. You to me. All right. So, So Foxes and Alone has thoughts about the film. YouTuber Courtney Mitchell. Is that Michael or Mitchell? Oh. Blasted the film describing, if anybody's a fan of this person out there and I just fucked it up, just you call me
It's actually Courtney Michelle.
Yeah, Courtney Michelle. See, I didn't even know. I don't even know who that is. My bad. Blasted the film describing it as feminist propaganda and woman king on steroids. Oh, well,
there was another dumpster fire of a movie.
Woman king on steroids sounds like something E-Tep would be into. He'd probably pay some good money for that. You know, he likes them strong women. So she stated, "So I just left single Wakanda forever, and I am pissed. I am pissed because if pushing an agenda was a movie, this would be in the forefront of that. Oh, that's her. Oh, she's hot. Oh, hold up. I need to subscribe to Courtney Michelle. Hold up. Oh, yeah, I'll get to that later. All right. So, the Woman King on steroids. If you think that I'm going to believe that 100-pound black woman soaking wet is just an almighty warrior, and you could just, you could just body dudes like it's no tomorrow, come on. Yeah, but didn't she take a special leave for something, right? Don't she? Weren't all leaves destroyed? There's a lot of talk going around about that. And I don't care. Sorry, guys. We're just going to blow through this. Michelle didn't stop there, but she went on to suggest that Wakanda should be renamed. Like, instead of Wakanda, it should be called Where All the Men. It should be called Where Are the Men, because they was not there. They were not present. And the ones that were weak. Damn, but all the women in this movie were just brolic, built, strong Hercules women. That's what Hollywood likes. They like really strong women, really with clits the size of a banana. They like them strong. Remember, there's no gender no more. Everything's all mixed up in a mishmash. You know what I mean? So, like, why don't they just have a dude in a dress? Deej, why don't they just have a dude in a dress play these chicks if they're like this?
Because, well, they say that they can do sports in that, dudes in dresses and all that. So why not?
Oh yeah. So, then she questioned, "What is this saying to us? Perpetuating the idea of a strong black woman and a subservient black effeminate man. I just think it's disgusting. I'm completely upset by this movie. I get that they've been doing that shit to y'all, to my black brothers and sisters out there for a fucking while now, and it's bullshit. It is because they don't want. First off, they don't want the idea of a strong black man. They saw what happened in the 80s and 90s when they finally started fighting back. I mean, really fighting back, and getting a sense of self through pop culture and music. I mean, those, excuse me, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And they don't want that. They don't want strong people. You don't want strong people because I think to a certain extent, especially for those of us who grew up in mixed communities, like I did in the 80s and 90s, although I did deal with a hefty amount of racism and racist bullying, at the same time, it was also inspiring to be a part of, in parts, where that social group was feeling good, were embracing themselves, feeling good about themselves, feeling strong, leading by example in some ways. And that influenced me and who I was as I grew up. The idea of a strong black woman, any type of woman can be strong. You don't need to be freaking butch. The idea of strong needing butch is bullshit. They definitely, what they're trying to do is put, I think, and they're doing this across the board. It's not just the black people. It's all of us. They're trying to pit anyone against one another that they can possibly point out or manufacture a difference between men and women. And it's all about dividing people. It's all about separation. And this is why I'm going to continue to fight for our modern myths and talk about these things, whether we agree or not. Any of us, across the board, across YouTube, fans, friends, whatever, we're all pretty much fighting for the same things, which is good entertainment and getting this divisive bullshit out of it. Michelle continued, "Man, did this Kyrie Irving didn't teach me anything. And I want to read this. And when you put your life career in the hands of other people who don't look like you, then they can make you do whatever you want." I mean, Letitia looks good there. I mean, she's pretty. Ain't nothing wrong. It's not her acting and it's not her look. It's the writing. And this movie does not represent what African culture is. It doesn't represent what our culture needs to be. So now I'm good on Wakanda. Where to men? Yeah. Okay. What? I don't even need to ask this question. I'm going to, though. Anybody in the chat, are you interested in seeing this movie? Have you seen this film? Do you care about the film? Or have you given up on modern mythologies completely, or on TV? Have you given up on Hollywood completely, which I understand? Or what do you think? I am myself. I'm going to watch this film because I need to see it, because I need to have some kind of relevant idea of what everyone around me is talking about. Probably going to say all the seas on that one. And And let me ask my co-host: what do you think about Wakanda Forever? Are you looking forward to seeing it? Do you plan on seeing it? Do you care? What are your feelings on this, Deej?
No, no, and no.
And that's pretty much it. Love you, brother. Script says Black Panther, where the boys at? No, where the boys aren't. No, not interested. 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser says no desire to see it. Hail, brother. There'll be rogues here. Orange Hat Reviews says did a review for Women Forever. I mean Wakanda Forever. I'll have to check it out. Check it out, brother. If you do me a favor, Orange Hat, if you have a link, I'm gonna give you a link, brother. Let me give you a link. I want you to put a link to that video in the chat, guys. Please go check out Orange Hat Reviews. Check out his stuff. Good person in this community, been around for years, always looking for each other. Hail the Fandom Collective. We rise together. Also, one says Nick can't wait to see it. I believe that. I think Nick is hates the Submariner story so much that he just can't. He wants to see this film. He wants to see that character completely destroyed. Listener says, I don't want to see it. It means I'm a racist. This is the thing, listener, right? They tried to pull that shit on us when the first movie came out, which didn't really take. They really, really, really tried to make it a racist fucking war thing, and it didn't take. And I ended up watching it. I liked Black Panther. I thought it was a good film. I had no real problem. I didn't see any overt racism in it any more than the referencing of the time period that it was in. Right, it was like early 90s, the part shot in the early 90s and stuff like that, and making you understand who Killmonger was. Like all that shit was legit. I really enjoyed that part of the film. I mean, the whole film itself. I have a few critiques, but nothing major. So I was looking forward to seeing this. I think their biggest problem was not recasting Black Panther. The name was in my head now. I can't remember it. Chadwick Boseman. Thank you, sir. Thank you. They should have just recast Chadwick Boseman. It's a shame. Yeah, he was he was a great Black Panther. I thought really good actor. I've always enjoyed him as an actor. I thought, outside of acting, social media, I think he's a nutcase. But as far as the portrayal of his roles, I think he's always been good. So I really miss him. I'm going to miss him being on screen. I enjoy his craft. And I enjoy the other actors in that universe. There's nothing wrong with the casting, in my opinion. It's the direction of the story. He says he hasn't seen Wakanda Forever. Are you planning on seeing it, Script? I'm not creative. Says I could care less about Wakanda Forever. I understand that. FNC EFAP most of the movie. I heard that. Good shit. Good for them. And 32 Flavors says they can call me an ist all they want. Doesn't make it true. These loonies couldn't shame me out of my position, no matter how hard they tried. Hail to that, brother. Never kneel. There we go. There is a link to the review from Conroy from Orange Hat Reviews. Guys, please go check that out. Share it out on your social media. Give it a watch. If you're not planning on seeing it anyway, check out Orange Hat. He does a lot of reviews, a lot of great content. Please check out his channel. 32 Flavors says T'Challa was always going to be replaced. Yeah, I understood that, but they would have squeezed more movies out of Chadwick if they could have. Let's see. He says Chadwick's a fortunate death did speed up the process. Right. Exactly, brother. I'm not creative. Says there are only 2 films that I want to watch, and that is Black Adam and Devotion. Yo, Black Adam is banging. Black Adam is really good. It's fucking. I've heard people go, it's a fun popcorn flick, and I've heard people really like it. I'm one of the people that really liked it, and it wasn't just because he mentioned he doesn't kneel quite a few times. He's a good anti-villain. If you're looking for comic book Black Adam, you're not going to find it. So if you're like a truist to the way stories are being told, you're probably going to have a few issues with it. They play the character off more as an anti-hero than an anti-villain. But all in all, I enjoyed it. Did you see Black Adam, Deej?
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, okay.
I was still busy out in the fields, had no time.
Gotcha. When you see it, let me know, because I don't mind talking about that film. I really enjoyed that film. And there he is on your left. What's up, Tim's Talk? Good to see you out in the chat, guys. If you could share a link to Tim's channel. He's an up-and-coming YouTuber, great cosplayer, has wonderful content on TikTok, Instagram, or on Instagram, I think. And I've really enjoyed it. And Tim's coming up big in the community, and good to see you, man. Thank you so much for stopping by here, brother. Let's see. Anybody else with any opinions? Mr. Tickle Trunk says Black Panther 2 woke on you forever. Hail, dude. Yeah, let's see. Anybody else? No. All right, there we go. There's Tim's talk. Thank you very much, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Guys, much appreciate you. I'm going to cut it short before I allow my friend, to my co-host here, to give you an outro. I just want to say thank you guys so much for being supportive. Thank you for putting your faith in me, your time in me, for subscribing to my channel, for helping to keep me afloat, talking to me when I need somebody out there. My friends, talk to me when you need to, be supportive when you have the time. And it has meant a lot. It has meant everything. It's been a rough journey on this YouTube sphere. I'm going to keep climbing up, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds, man. Onwards and upwards. Thank you guys so much for being an inspiration to me by supporting each other. That is very important, man. We're all different kinds of people, all different likes. We all have to come from different base at different lunch tables, but we're all in the same game together. We all got the same agenda: grow, take care of ourselves, make sure our voice is heard, stand up for what we believe in. And as long as we all have those same agendas, we can all travel in the same direction. And that's what I'm trying to do. Let me think. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Tickle Trunk. So much thank you, doing for $2 super chat. We got you, Steve. Appreciate you. So without further ado, let me bring up the man we are going to put in a Slave Leia costume here as soon as we can raise $1,700. The man, the myth, the legend, the cosplayer, DJ Odyssey.
Yeah, there was also another one in the chat that said how much to raise for me not to wear it. They're kind of bidding back and forth now. I got to go up and up.
You know what? We will run to. Okay, and this is the thing. Hold on, I'm not stingy. This is okay. We're still brainstorming this idea. We are creating a wave of DJ Odyssey in a Slave Leia costume that we can keep going. If you guys want to do a fundraiser to raise the money to cover his costs so that he does not wear it, we can do that too. We can see who wins. We can do that, Deej. DJ, tell them where they can find you. What's got going on, brother?
You can find me over on my channel. I am back live streaming now since the farm work is done, so it's no more farm life videos. I'm just doing random streams where I just let everybody up that I trust, and we just talk about anything and everything. Yesterday we did a stream all about Kevin Conroy and Gallagher and some other random stuff that came in. And you can also find me Sunday nights over on Hanstar's channel, where me and Chris Knight, the Real Review 3000, do Jackbox game nights, and we do Name That Tune. So if you want to be a contestant on Name That Tune, get a hold of Chris Knight or me, and we'll get you up there and see how well your musical knowledge is.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome one says DJ Slave Leia dressed as Sailor Moon. We've got more ideas out there, brother.
Oh God, not me in a Sailor Moon outfit.
I think it'd be hot. I think Lethal Lightning might actually hit on you at that point.
No, I don't want Lethal hitting on me.
Guys, thank you so much for being here. Much appreciate you. I know Scott's not feeling well. I'm not sure if he's holding the dump, but that's going to be coming up on Sporky News Podcast just in a little while. Etep Okuya normally holds Saturday night live, but Saturday night. I can't remember the name of the show. But he's out doing some family things, and he will be up. He will be up on stage later with us in the backstage for Topic Thunder. I can't even speak right now. 3 hours straight. We're going to, for Topic Thunder later on, myself, Etep Okuya, Sporking News Podcast, Culture Casino. Sporking may not be there. He is feeling ill, but we hope that you guys come back for this inaugural show. It's four brothers getting together, talking about one topic, just laying it all out, how we feel. We all kind of came up in this YouTube game together, and we're very good friends. So it's going to be a late Saturday night show after we've already streamed and talked our heads off about every damn thing under the sun. So it's going to be about 45-minute, 1 hour, one topic conversation. Looking forward to that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Much appreciated seeing everybody. Tim's talk. Thank you so much. Awesome one. I'm not creative. Mr. Tickle Trunk, thank you so much for reminding me I can still get super chats. Appreciate you, dude. And thank you for sharing out links. Thank you very much to 32 Flavors Nick Weiser. Please go check him out there. Be Rogues here. Loving my brother. Thank you for coming by. Love seeing Nick. Nick is, let me say, I met this dude in person. He's one of the best people. One of the best people to be around. Great energy, good dude. Loved it. Thank you so much to Tina Bojan for being your channel member. Much appreciate you always, every week, being so supportive. Thank you so much for being here. Papa Cotton, as always, out there telling it like it is, dude. I fucking appreciate you so much, dude. Thank you for being you, and thank you for always being in the chats of so many different people and supporting their channels. We appreciate it. Orange Hat Reviews, guys, check out this Wakanda review. That's the man right there. Been around forever. Script Doctor, great commentary. Wonderful, very intelligent man. Can't wait to see more. Have the time to watch more live streams that he's on. I usually see him over there on Midnight's Edge with Tom Connors and Andre, Culture Casino, and several other great people in this community that do not stop growing. Shout out to them. Cavianto, what's up, dude? Good to see you, bro. How you doing, Che? Love you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry I didn't see you earlier, but appreciate you. Glizner, thank you so much, dude. You just every week channel members supporting me. Thank you guys so much. Did a 1 hour member stream before all this kicked off. If feel like hearing about history and philosophy from me, go ahead and check that out. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Let's see, sex bots. Thank you guys. Thank you to everybody for being here. Much appreciated. Please remember to support your independent creators, whether they have a YouTube channel, whether they have whether they're putting out a book, whether they're doing a comic. Doesn't matter what lunch table to sit at. Doesn't matter if you like them, if you support their content, share out links for that content. We do not have an industry to support us. We only have each other, and we rise together. Appreciate y'all. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian. Wash your hands, wash your ass. Be good to each other and suffer no fools. Peace.